Congratulations. I missed you opening night because I guess you went home again, right?
Dude, I had to get home. We'd had an amazing time, but the show was frozen and I needed to see the kids, really. And it was their Easter holidays, so sadly I couldn't stay. It was strange. I had no sense of closure, so tonight feels very special for me.
Let's talk about this. I mean, lighting design for Warhorse. You're sitting here with the Tony, the pinnacle of a theater. Yes. Tell me what this means to you.
Warhorse is an incredibly tough show to make. You know, we've got a huge creative team. Nothing's solid in the show. Everything's about the imagination, so everything's possible. And every time we all come together and work on the show, it's always different. And you never know whether the show's right or not, more than anything else I've ever done. So you're just throwing something to the audience and saying, you know, this is art, this is what we imaginatively think this is, but do you believe it? And so it feels like this is somebody saying that we really believe in it, which is incredible, really incredible with a show like this. It's extraordinary, the response we've had this evening.
Well, let me take you back to the beginning. Take me back to the beginning because, like, you know, the directors were saying the same thing about the concept of this show made no sense to put this all up on stage. When you were first told about this, tell me what went through your mind.
I think what I found really exciting about the show when we first talked about it is that the way Tom Morris, who's one of the directors, was actually originally one of the producers. And Tom's way of working on the show was to put the right people in the room. And he always knew that the show had to be about really seriously strong collaboration. So, for example, Ray and I have been working together for 20 years. Chris Shutt and I have worked together for 17 years. You know, they're long collaborations of people who really trust each other, and there's a lot of trust involved. So, while it sounded mad, I also knew I was going to be safe because I was with really trusted colleagues that I knew we could go on that journey together. So it was very exciting, but we never had any idea where we were going to end up. And it really is. I mean, Warhorse is a bucket and a piece of string, and the rest of it is just the imagination. And it's the audience's imagination that does the hard work, really.
The most electrifying piece in the show is when little Joey turns into Big Joey, and it just through that shaft of light you present there. And my hair is standing up on my arms now.
But the amazing thing about a moment like that is it's not only about the lighting and about making sure that the smoke is right in the light in the moment and the cueing. It's also about the sound. It's also about the puppeteers. It's also about the external sound and the internal sound. It's the way the screen moves. There's about 18, 19 elements that actually come to make that one moment work, and it's very, very easy for it not to work. And we spend hours just kind of going, if we just change the light a tiny bit, or the speed that the light arrives at, or add a bit more smoke, and then of course it becomes a warmer day and it all changes again. So it's constantly moving, really.
Just brilliant. Is there anybody you forgot to thank? Because this is also a thank you cam for the Tony Awards. Is there anybody you thought you didn't thank tonight?
No, I'd really love to mention the 59 boys who are the video designers, who sadly, because there isn't a category for video design, their work is extraordinary in the show, and if anyone should have been singled out and couldn't be, it was really them. So I'd love to thank Leo and Mark and Lysander and the boys.
Would you just hold your Tony up and just look at it and tell me what's going through your head right now?
I never, ever, ever thought I'd have one of these in my hand, and it just feels incredible. It's so brilliant. It's so exciting. You do this so well. You know, we have the Olivier Awards, but this is so much more glamorous and it's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Yeah, beside myself.